Hello, welcome to this video. We acknowledge that each of you come from all parts of the world, and we're so excited that you are here with us in this video. And welcome you to UC Davis. Whether you are an international student, a scholar, or a visitor here, we're so excited that you have chosen to be at UC Davis. And we welcome you to the United States and to California. So my name is Anderson Yang, and I work with Dr. Eliza Tong and Kiva Cliff from the Smoke and Tobacco Free Initiative, which is a focus area of Healthy UC Davis, and part of the University of California system-wide smoke and tobacco-free policy. We focus on creating a tobacco-free campus environment through outreach, communication, and collaboration. We made this video to introduce the smoke and tobacco-free policy, explain why it is important for the health of the whole campus community, and share resources for quitting tobacco. So let's begin with the smoke and tobacco-free policy. The smoke and tobacco-free policy was implemented back in 2014 throughout the entire UC system to create a healthy and safe environment that is supportive of all academic and research pursuits. So what does this policy entail? There's no smoking or tobacco use of any kind allowed on campus, which includes outdoor areas and student housing. This includes cigarettes, vapes, electronic cigarettes, water pipes, marijuana, chewing tobacco, and more. Tobacco use and the selling of tobacco is also prohibited across all leased or owned UC properties. Smoke and tobacco free does not mean you are free to smoke. It means that there is strictly no smoke and tobacco allowed on campus grounds. All this information might be unfamiliar or even come across as a culture shock to many of you, but we believe that this policy will benefit everyone's health and support academic or research pursuits. So what led the UC system to adopt such a policy? Well, we should look at the history of tobacco in California. Before the 1970s, there were not many rules against tobacco use in the United States. California took the lead in the battle against big tobacco industry, and California also led the ban of smoking and tobacco use in public parks and in workplaces. They were also the first to ban use in every mode of transportation, the first to have a tobacco tax, and the first to ban use in restaurants and bars. There have been major strides in tobacco laws over the past couple of decades in California. To learn more about current tobacco trends in California, please check out tobaccofreeca.com for other infographics and data. So why is California so concerned about protecting the public from tobacco? Not only is smoking and tobacco use the #1 preventable cause of death in the US, according to the CDC, secondhand smoke is just as harmful to non-smokers. But what is secondhand smoke? It's the smoke that comes out from both the tobacco products and the exhalation of the users. Because secondhand smoke contains many chemicals that have the potential to cause cancer, the Environmental Protection Agency has referred to secondhand smoke as a human carcinogen, which is a substance that can cause cancer. According to a 2006 report by the Surgeon General, any level of exposure to secondhand smoke poses a risk to human health. A solution to reduce these risks is the smoke and tobacco-free environment for everyone, both indoors and outdoors. This will ensure that not only those who use tobacco will prevent risking their own health, but also protect the health of those who do not use tobacco. In our current pandemic, it is also important to realize the relationship between COVID-19 illness and tobacco use. Tobacco use is often associated with damages to the lungs and other related issues. One study by the University of California, San Francisco showed that tobacco use, including vaping, increases the risk of worsening COVID-19 symptoms. The World Health Organization also released a statement that says COVID-19 greatly affects the lungs. Smokers and tobacco users are more likely to have worsened symptoms of COVID-19 if infected. In a time like this, it is important to know these risk factors. If you, a friend, or family members needs help quitting tobacco, there are resources and help available, which I will be talking more about later in this video. Enforcement is necessary in response to any non-compliance with the policy. This includes education and referral to resources that will help violators quit smoking. In addition, we want to remind students of the Tobacco 21 law, which are both state and federal laws that prohibit anyone under the age of 21 to purchase tobacco products from any retail stores. While cannabis use is legal here in California for those who are 21 years and older, the federal law strictly bans any consumption or possession of cannabis. As an international student, you are subjected to federal law. Any violation of this federal law can potentially jeopardize your student and visa status. So why else are we concerned about tobacco? Well, the FDA says that tobacco products are very addictive because they contain a chemical called nicotine. This chemical can change the brain and make people desire it even more. There are many other harmful chemicals in tobacco products that can result in negative health effects. Combined with the addictiveness of nicotine and the health risks of other chemicals, it is no wonder that tobacco can be very dangerous. Electronic cigarettes such as Juuls and vapes are not safer alternatives. They are just as addictive as traditional cigarettes. But one of the ingredients in these electronic cigarettes are nicotine salts, which helps absorb nicotine into the body more efficiently. One way to quit tobacco is with FDA-approved nicotine replacement therapy, which comes in different forms such as patches, inhalers, and gums. While tobacco products contain nicotine and other harmful chemicals, nicotine replacement therapy only introduces reduced level of nicotine to the body. The role of nicotine replacement therapy is to replace tobacco products by ensuring that the body is not completely cut off from nicotine to prevent withdrawal symptoms. Tobacco is both harmful and addictive, which is why there are these medications and resources to help combat the addiction. If you want to quit tobacco or if you want to help your friend, knowing where and how to access these resources is important. Campus resources include a free tobacco quit kit, which provides chewing gum and informational brochures to all registered students, quit tobacco programs for UC Davis employees, and stop smoking classes held by the UC Davis health system. To learn more about other resources and get more involved with our mission, please go to the Smoke and Tobacco Free website, which is also located down here. Since most of you have the UC Student Health Insurance Plan, or also known as UC SHIP, it is also good to know what is covered under this plan. For consultation about any tobacco health related concerns, you can schedule an appointment with your clinician at the Student Health and Counseling Services. UC SHIP not only covers one-on-one help, but also may provide a month-long supply of nicotine replacement therapy. For medications, the staff at the student clinic's pharmacy can let you know what is and what is not covered, and whether a co-payment is needed. With UC SHIP, you also qualify for a 40% discount on the Living Free program, which is an online tobacco cessation program. There's also telephone counseling, text messaging, mobile apps, and other resources through the California Smokers Helpline, which serve both English and Spanish-speaking populations to assist callers or their friends and family members in the quit process, whether that's smoking, vaping, or chewing tobacco. In addition, they provide 2 weeks' worth of free nicotine patches for eligible callers. For those who speak Asian languages such as Mandarin, Cantonese, Korean, or Vietnamese, there are telephone counseling services in those languages through this Asian Smokers Quit line. Free nicotine patches are also available for those who qualify. This is a lot of information, I know, but we hope that you are now aware of the smoke and tobacco-free policy, why it is important, and resources to help quit tobacco use. If you have questions or other concerns, please feel free to contact us. The contact information is also again listed right here. Again, we welcome you to UC Davis. Go Ags!